Let's go through the latest numbers for the Langdon Hills property market. It's really important to understand where this local market is at the moment. We're currently in a buyer's market, so I've got some numbers in front of me that is going to show where the market is and why we're currently sitting in a buyer's market, and also what that means. So, starting with the main, probably the biggest point, is that in the last month, homes that have sold took 90% longer to sell. Now that really shows that we're in a buyer's market, because buyers have more choice, which means they're taking longer to make decisions. More homes are staying on the market for longer, and that stat there, being on the market for 90% longer, really does show that. We've currently got 10% more homes available to buy than we had this time last year, which again shows more of that buyer's market, more homes available, less buyers in market. However, though, in the last month, there's been a 47% drop in new listings. So I think sellers are starting to really feel that. So that's then starting to translate now with new listings starting to slow down. Average sale prices are down 2.5% in Langdon Hills. Again, a bit of a reflection where buyers can negotiate a little bit harder on the price because they've got more choice, more availability. So then they're then driving prices, and sellers having to take slightly less for their home. We've currently got 77 homes available for sale. But however, in the last few weeks, we have seen buyer demand increase. So we'll have to track that over the next few weeks to see if that continues. But yeah, that's the latest on the Langdon Hills property market. In terms of what that means being in a buyer's market, it just means that sellers need to price probably a little bit more realistically for where the market is if you really need to sell. And even though, particularly if you're buying on, you may take slightly less on your sale, that can then balance off with the property that you're buying on when you buy for slightly less. So that's the latest on Langdon Hills property market. If you've got any questions, feel free to send me a message.